Hello and welcome to our interview session. Today's topic is to understand the role of a research assistant in a psychology lab. I'll be interviewing four panelists who will share their experiences related to data handling, working with participants, teamwork, and ethical responsibilities in psychological research. But before we begin, can our fellow panelists briefly introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. Okay, good day, Lijun, and my name is Kelly. So I work as a research data coordinator, and my main tasks involve entering research data, preparing basic statistical analysis, and double-checking results to make sure everything is accurate.
Alright, hi everyone. My name is Patient, and my role within the psychology lab is as the research participant coordinator. So basically, I work closely with the participants by explaining relevant information about the study as well as obtaining informed consent lah. That's all.
Hi, Lee Jun, and hello, everyone. My name is Sunling, and I work as the project research assistant. And my responsibility includes scheduling study session, tracking team tasks and deadlines, while also ensuring protocol compliances.
Hi everyone, a very good day to everyone. My name is Yvonne and I'm the Ethics Compliance Officer, a role which focuses on organizing consent forms, managing confidentiality protections, and also monitoring ethical standards.
All right. Thank you, dear panelists. Now, let us begin with the first questions. For Kelly, how do you ensure accuracy when handling research data?
Yeah, sure. So in a psychology lab, having accurate data is really important because even small mistake can affect the findings. So to make sure everything is correct, I usually follow a few steps. So first, I key in the survey responses or test score into our system. Then I'll cross-check what I enter with the original questionnaires or recording. And I will also rely on sample validation checks like spotting missing values or score that look out of the ordinary. And to keep things organized, I label and sort the data clearly so that anyone on the team can review it easily.
Okay, I see. Then what would you do if you spotted an error in the data set?
If I notice an error, I won't just quietly or silently fix it. So I will go back to the original resource and to confirm what the correct information should be. After I update the data, I will note the change in our data log so there's a clear record of what has happened. And I'll also inform the supervising researcher and explain this issue just to make sure everything stay transparent and the same mistake doesn't happen again.
I see. Okay, thank you. So accountability is very essential in research. Next, we'll discuss working directly with research participants. So, patient, how do you make sure participants understand your instructions?
Okay, so for this question, personally, I would always try to communicate using simple and clear languages without putting too much of the technical terms in it. So I try to explain the task step by step and show examples whenever it is possible. After I give the examples and the instructions, I will ask the participants to repeat the instructions in their own words so I can make sure that they really understand. This approach helps to prevent confusion and ensures that the procedure is followed consistently.
I see. That's a great way, I would say. On the contrary, how would you handle a participant who seems anxious during a psychology study?
So for us actually, participant well-being is always the top priority. If I notice that someone appears to be anxious, I would reassure them that their participation is 100% voluntary and there is no pressure to continue. I will explain the study again to make sure that they feel informed, offer breaks, and to remind them constantly that they can withdraw at any time without any penalty. If distress continues, I will report the situation to the supervising researcher and follow established support procedures.
Hey, that actually shows sensitivity and professionalism. Thank you so much. So let us move on to teamwork in a psychology research lab. So Lin, can you tell us how you collaborate with other researchers in your team?
Yes, sure. So to answer your question, so team collaboration requires a clear communication and also organization. So I basically help to coordinate schedules, assign the tasks, and also to make sure that everyone understands their responsibilities. And other than that, we also like conduct regular team meeting to share any updates, to troubleshoot challenges, and to also adjust timelines if that's necessarily. And we also using shared digital tools that helps allows all team members to access protocols, data files, and progress documents.
All right. So it seems like communication helps to maintain efficiency. Right. So how do you keep data collection consistent across participants?
So for that, we follow like standardized research protocols where every step is clearly documented, and all researchers use like scripted instructions when communicating with our participants, and also we follow identical testing procedures and adhere to specific timelines. Other than that, we also conduct training sessions so that every team member understands the method before working independently.
Right. I actually agree with that. Consistency is very helpful in ensuring reliable and valid data. The next question is directed to our last panelist. So, Yvonne, how do you maintain participant confidentiality?
So basically, we protect participants' privacy by assigning identification codes rather than using names. All physical documents are also kept in log storage, and digital records are stored on password-protected system. Access is limited to authorized researcher only, and we follow university and ethics committee regulations regarding long-term data storage and disposal.
I see. So I think that's also very necessary that data protection is the fundamental ethical requirement in research. If that is the case, what would you do if a participant shared sensitive or unrelated personal information?
Personally, I will listen respectfully and acknowledge the participants' feeling while gently redirecting the conversation to the task. If their disclosures suggest emotional distress or harm risk, I will stop the session and alert the supervising researcher immediately. And we also follow referral procedures to ensure participants receive appropriate support where needed.
Hey, but wow, that actually reflects strong ethical awareness. Well, that actually sums up our interview session. And thank you to our panelists for sharing their valuable knowledge. And thank you for your time to actually joining this interview session with me and also to share with our viewers and also our other students also. But before we end the session, okay, allow me to summarize our interview today. So we actually explored four essential assistant roles within the psychology research. So the first one is data accuracy and transparency. And the second one is effective communication with the participants. And moving on, it's team collaboration and protocol consistency. Last but not least, it's about ethics and confidentiality protection. So that is about all of the interview that we have for today. And together, these skills actually ensure that psychology research is responsible, reliable, and ethically conducted. So thank you for all of the viewers that are joining us today, and see you for the next interview session.